What's up, people? Looks like I got a remake video I just made. If you watched the last one, same thing, but I couldn't save it. So here we go. I'm gonna start this off with check out the studio. I know I haven't been on here for very frequently lately. I've been on the Facebook and the Instagram, but I wanted to connect with you guys on YouTube and let you know I'm still here. And here's the deal. I need a favor from you guys. I need to know what kind of content you guys want me to make. What do you want to learn from Dax? Is there something? Do you want to learn, the techniques, the skills? Do you want to learn the marketing, the business, getting clients, things like that? By no means do I think I know everything about everything in tattooing, but there's a few things that, I've really polished, and it's allowed me to build this studio. By the way, we have a couple booths in the back. I don't know what it's like in your scenario, in your situation, or where you're located and how they're dealing with the COVID situation. But here in Utah, we're doing things great. I mean, my Miami studio we just shut off the lights. It's kind of locked up right now because they're not lenient at all out there. They're requiring face masks out in public, at the gyms, all kinds of shit. So I was like, fuck this, I'm going to Utah. We have a lot more lenient restrictions. There's a lot less COVID cases out here. And for the right artist, I'd love to bring you out, not for just, a guest spot. Maybe it'll start off with a 30-day trial, but I'm looking for maybe 2 artists that I could add to my team that are serious individuals, stay positive. They don't need motivation because they are motivated people. They know they have their purpose. They love tattooing. They're passionate. They want to specialize, and they might have a skill or a desire to specialize, but maybe you're not in the right studio, or maybe you've been in many studios, you just haven't found the right one. A little bit about this studio and how I prefer to do things now. I've tried so many different situations, added different types of artists, and what I've found is my studio isn't for everybody. I've never had an apprentice here. I'm not looking to add an apprentice. Not looking to add anybody that's still trying to, get over the curve of getting paid. I guess getting paid in general. We're not looking for an artist that's got maybe 1 year experience. However, if you're already past that, you know what you're doing with the tools in your hand, enough to even talk about it and explain why you're doing stuff. If you're at the point where you know what you're doing, you're confident in your abilities, I'd love to talk to you. My studio, I used to do things where, it was really do it this way or don't do it at all. It's not like that anymore. Nowadays, my studio, what I have a passion for is doing my own art and marketing and advertising. And so what I offer is a space where you come here, we schedule you consultations that are scheduled around your schedule, so you don't have to talk to people while you're tattooing. And these people are all qualified. They're all people that are seriously interested in your style before they talk to you. I make sure that my consultation manager and our advertisements speak to the right people for you that want to pay top dollar. Average tattoo artist at my studio charges $200 an hour. I charge much more than that. But it really depends. If you got the skills and you're looking for a place and you don't want to focus on the marketing, you don't want to focus on the advertising, you don't want to focus on ordering supplies and just all the busy work, and you'd rather just do the art and the clients and make it simple like that, that's kind of the studio that we got going on here. The split's 50-50. Obviously, if you're a world-class artist, that can be negotiated. If you're not, that's not going to be negotiated. I hope you understand, if you've ever, I don't know, I haven't been on my YouTube much, so I can't speak too much about this, but any artist that's been in my studio has become a local celebrity in Utah. One of my artists, Kira, she went from shy, struggling to even say I'm worth $40 an hour, to charging $250 an hour with a year supply booked up. She could open her own studio, and she has clients that will do anything to get on her schedule, wait for a year to get tattooed. That's just one of my artists. I had an artist named Chris. This guy, he made in his first year out here, this isn't just about money, but you know, young, up and coming, hard-working artist, very talented, made about brought in 140K into the studio in total revenue, which is serious for a 21-year-old. He brought in 21 grand in 1 month at one time before he was even 21 years old, which was pretty insane. And that's just the difference when you're in a studio that actually does the marketing and advertising, not like anybody in the tattoo industry, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know, you ask most tattoo studios that are reputable, and you know, they're relying on referrals, which is cool. But here, referrals are expected, and we want to rely on more than referrals. This is what allows me to, you know, build an artist's career that would normally take 5 to 10 years in a matter of one. You know, how long does it take you to charge $200 an hour when you're at $45 an hour? How long does it take you to get a year booked up, if you can even get a year booked up? I'm not saying that in a condescending way, but we have a different system here, and it's very underplayed. I don't talk about it much. I don't brag about it like I should. I would much rather let my artists brag about it, but they're just focused on doing their work, and they just love what they do. Anyway, that's kind of our system. If you got questions about it, drop them below, or you can hit me up on Instagram and Facebook. Just find me, Savage Dax. Outside of that, I think that's it, man. So if you're interested, if this is speaking to you, I see we got some live people on right now. I guess I should turn on the comments. Oh, we don't got any. That's totally cool. If you got comments, drop them below. Questions about this position, reach out. Other than that, also let me know some content ideas. Maybe I'll jump on here, throw a video and a shout out at some point. Appreciate you giving your attention, and we'll talk to you later.